Stick attached to cats preventing them from stepping out. Found a Reddit house. Reddit house. A tiny spider built a web in my fruit fly trap. This guy on my flight to Chicago from Istanbul looking out the window with binoculars from the aisle. These urinals where you can look out to the street. Windows aren't tinted at all, so you can also see in. Even has a sink on top of each one. This hotel in Paris shows which languages the employees speak. This camper van trying to make traffic safe. This stage has no backdrop. 80cm dandelion I found. I cut into a cantaloupe and the inside was square. This piece of metal at my barn that rusted into a nuclear detonation. My new washing machine has a smiley on its back. Some pencils I tried carving. One of the suggested gratuity rates at this restaurant was 84.20%. This guy with the Nixon campaign bumper sticker. My lizard sleeps on her own little bed. Someone's pet fox got out and ended up hanging out in a shed we are building. My friend that uses scissors to cut pizza. Chernobyl snow globe. Sign at the biggest shopping mall in Russia showing all the stores that have left the country in recent months. Found a pink pineapple. Unexpected eye difference after anesthesia. My speedo started wearing off and now it says pedo. 284 carat synthetic ruby. A birdhouse that is a miniature version of this actual house. The single-use bathrooms at the University of Utah office building now have information about what is in them, rather than signs about who can use them. I went in my office the other day and found a lizard basking on the warm Ethernet switch. The next day, I found a different lizard in the same spot. My local Burger King have started with reusable cups. 14-gram blackberry from my garden. My ice cream looks like salmon. Shadow on scaffolding looks like RMS Titanic sinking. A little bit of my mom's uranium glass collection. They're building a Chipotle next to Chipotle. Last year walking to work in the city, I saw a Jeep that looked like a Barbie Jeep. Found 3 Domino's pizza delivery signs in the garbage. Got some sort of Doritos meatball thing in my bag. My high school mailed my diploma with a voter registration form. These Kraft mac and cheese gummies I found at Five Below. Half pie 50% off. 3-inch golden lily shoes for an adult woman with bound feet next to my shoes. An ice cream boat that stops by the docks of people who live on the lake. The number of Scrabble pieces in a set as the alphabet is done by my daughter. Hospital bill from 1947. Cat so lazy a spider built a web between her ears. this random blue door. The light coming through the window made a Windows symbol on my turned off monitor. My praying mantis egg has hatched. This blunt disclaimer on a car in my neighborhood. Pie selling for pie. My apartment complex put out a sign shaming people into picking up after their dogs. Tisk tisk. Someone in this area is not being courteous. Pick up after your pet. They pep. You scoop. If you know who it is, please tell us. Bought a pack of sausages. Got 3 normal sausages and 1 mega sausage. An apple with a conjoined twin. My data stamp matches today's date. This ceiling at a mildly seedy motel. This church in Warren, Ontario, Canada has solar panels in the shape of the cross. The life jackets on this ferry are stored on the ceiling. This book I received today was printed yesterday. Car wash designed to look like a washing machine. The pizza we ordered had exactly 3 pepperonis on every slice. I saw a green bee on my walk yesterday. Crystal grew on rock in suburban Toronto long. The tag on this shirt has info on the worker who made it. Good boy and his wheel cover. Finished up wiring my biggest control panel yet. My pre-workout container has a little hook to hang the scoop on. My 7-year-old niece made this. The notebook has pages, and there's even lunchbox in the bag. The slowly dying mall in my area still has movie posters up from 2019. Found my cat's doppelganger on a Safeway lady. My friend's 50-year-old fruit sticker collection. No repeats. My original Windows Vista CD I purchased for $150 Australian dollars back in 2007. Was at the Texas airport for a flight. OSHA certified cowboy hard hat. Mini Japanese garden between seats on a train to Kyoto. This Horthia grew a flowering stem way longer than itself. My garlic bulb is a single clove. Robert, believe it or not, Ripley is buried a couple miles from where I live. Fixed the cassette deck on a 1986 Nissan and this popped out. Top Gun is also in theaters 36 years later. My tomato flowers grew in a Fibonacci spiral. This gorgeous stump carving I drove past. My wife's grandfather uses Nintendo playing cards from 1979. My friend who is my neighbor still has Toys R Us branded batteries. The vending machine at my campus sells cheese slices. A bird laid eggs in a Christmas wreath I didn't take down. This bug attacked me right as I took a picture of it. Taco Bell packet for size reference. I was given a homemade bottle of wine as a gift from my dental office after my most recent appointment. My cat Ollivander has a little black patch of fur we call his drool stain that perfectly outlines his one fang that sticks out sometimes. Found a weird room in the attic of my new house. It was not listed on any of the realtor postings. Fully carpeted, has power, and is connected to the house's AC unit. Me and my sister stumbled upon the Pizza Planet truck. RFID tag on Disney World fountain drink cups to limit refills. Soda dispenser reads the tag upon refill. My new bottle of dish soap states the purpose of each ingredient. I deliver bread for a living. One of the buns today came without a bag and the date printed on the bread. Italian €2 coin celebrating doctors for their work in these hard times. These constructions that slow avalanches down. This ridiculously old Coca-Cola bottle we found buried in a yard. This backward sign, so delivery drivers can read it in their mirrors. Town names in Western Canada: Medicine Hat, Rosetown, Moose Jaw. When you don't pick your asparagus. I own a giant tennis ball and a tiny tennis ball, but no normal tennis balls. A stack of 20 heavily used poker chip become one chip shorter than a same size stack of unused chip from the same batch. 50 versus 5 versus 1 year old cast iron skillet handles. The usage marks on my friend's grill looks like a dog. Friend's cat has world record amount of toes. 28. Flagpole and earth smooth. 238,900 miles. 384,472 kilometers apart with the same light source. I found a banana in a student's locker. It's at least 4 years old. A Tesla repair van that is a Ford. The bottom of my pizza box has a target practice board. This just appeared in my hometown. My marshmallows may contain tilapia. May contain traces of tilapia. This time capsule we found hidden in our new house. This paper was placed in here by David Fisklogged and Harold Rimbert. February 23, 1974. Hopefully, the world will be a better place when you find this. FEO weighs 75 cents a gallon gasoline imports. UK refers to Europe as the continent. Not for use in UK. Use only on the continent. Travel adapter. Billiard looking bowling balls at this bowling alley. Found the Ghostbusters Jeep today. Original story record circa 1977. Real rainbow lined up with rainbow flag. The amount of pea pods required to harvest 5 cups of peas, at an average of 10 peas per pod. The cart I bought organized the hardware by the step it was needed instead of just piling it all together. Golf ball landed hard. My movie tickets from 1999. This flower I found in the wild. A local shop had the success kit as example photos in a photo frame. My ramen came with 2 flavor packets. Art installation with a living beehive. Found this old Mountain Dew can in the wall during renovations. An assortment of baked beans for dinner. My family has owned this old cast iron cannon for years. This hamburger cake. Firefighters watering flowers this morning in Austria. Flamingo shaped beard, my photo of the best, in show winner of the 2022 Great American Beard and Mustache Championship. Destroyed Russian equipment on display in Warsaw. My beer came in an aluminum cup. My dentist office has teeth for the parking spot lines. Someone made snail sculptures out of old snail shells and they look like something out of Star Wars. An enhanced piece of art in a bathroom at a local tap house. My dog blending with the floor. A guy in my local park has a meerkat he walks on a leash. This old movie sign in a mining town. Patrons. Explosives are not to be brought into this theater. The manager. Hotel room service had some fun with my glasses. This picture I took of my dog in the bed of my truck turned out looking like a painting. Look at this bird's nest we found on the ground beside a tree at the cemetery. The bird's been making it with stuff from people's graves. Fire extinguishing powder that you puff out by squeezing the bottle. This oil spill near a pavement creek that ended up looking like a flower. My first harvest of patty pan squash aka UFO squash. The unloaded interior of a cargo airliner. Caught the exact moment that the order number resets at Burger King. This Ukrainian chocolate company is still making chocolate during the war. The food has become so expensive they have to lock it in a safe. The part of fire hydrants we don't see. In Russia, soft drinks were essentially renamed from Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite to Cool Cola, Fancy, and Street. My carnivorous plant makes its flowers higher, so it doesn't accidentally eat its pollinators. The seltzer I bought has a typo on the cans. Passion fruit. This cactus snaking out of its pot. A storm in the mountains of Tennessee, and how my camera caught a lightning strike. A rainbow of dead, empty, Bic lighters. I've saved every lighter I've ever bought and emptied. This is nowhere near the whole collection. It's been years since I've seen a cigarette vending machine, and this is the first I've seen that accepts credit cards. The night vision on my ring is on, but it's not quite dark yet, so it makes all the trees look a weird purplish color. I have an original UK newspaper from July 1969. When we landed on the moon, I framed it. A hole in my paper blackout curtains created a camera obscura of the trees outside. My stapler has a gauge to tell you how many staples are left. This insanely urged gas station in Nowheresville, Kentucky. Haven't cleaned the dryer filter in a while. Been alternating lights and darks. Found a rare spider. Thought I heard a firework outside. Turns out my Pepsi detonated. They ran out of white halfway through my pair of socks. This old brick at my house looks like a YouTube play button. Front end of a 1899 steam engine with the boiler removed. Filled up my tank, and when I heard it click, this is what I saw. This poor pigeon no foots. Thought this cricked paint looked like a Snapple. Someone at my Macy's arranged these mannequins to look like one is force choking the other. Someone scooped out a handful of the $75 customized birthday cake and then left the whole thing in front of a 7-Eleven. My moss bowl came with its own tiny cowboy hat. Both of my parents hit a hole in one. This strawberry I'm about to eat and gain superpowers. Contact lens for my left eye was made in UK, and one for right eye was made in USA. My McDonald's burrito came with a sticker from 1999. Hot, fresh, just for you. When you blend raw tomato and store it in a jar, the pulp separates from the water and floats. This tiny island in Turkey that looks like a turtle. This tiny platform side Burger King franchise. This schnitzel looking like a human heart. A double squash growing in our garden. I found a little friend in the break room at my work. This plant is growing both over and through the wall. This tombstone that was dug up while rebuilding a foundation on a home. I found orange cream flavored milk. Hermetic door in Prague metro station to seal it off from the outside. These doors have been installed in the Cold War to use the stations as bomb shelters if necessary. The directions on my noodle cup say have happy thoughts. Microwave on high for 2 minutes. Have happy thoughts. And let stand for 1 minute.